Good morning, everyone. We're joined by head women's soccer coach Nikki Izzo-Brown this morning. Coach, if you just want to give us a brief preview of our opponents this week, obviously heading back to Penn State on Sunday, and then we will open it up to questions.
Yeah, very excited to get back to it on Thursday night against a very good Akron team. Obviously, Akron's got the ability to have a really great season, and this game is really important to us coming off of the loss against UVA. So we're really geared up for Thursday and excited about that opportunity.
Absolutely. All right, we'll go ahead and open it up to questions. Just raise your hand when you're ready to ask. All right, Cody Nesper, you can start us off today.
Hi, Nikki. Good morning.
Good morning.
Just wanted to ask, do you like when you end up doing double headers with the men? Does it kind of add a little bit of buzz to the day and in the stadium?
Yeah, I mean, I love that dance strats. I remember when I used to cheer him on as a player here. So absolutely, it'll be exciting for both programs, and I think it's a great opportunity for us to promote soccer and just to make sure that we get a great crowd and we just embrace a great soccer night.
Kevin, you can go up next.
Yeah, I think you got, according to the box score, 6 subs into the game against Virginia. Was that kind of what you were hoping to do in terms of numbers? And did you learn anything that maybe you didn't know or were really interested in finding out with some of those backups?
Yeah, it's the the opportunity we have, I'll call it an opportunity, that when we have to play Thursday, Sunday, you it's a first wave and then it's a second wave. So as a staff, we really have to understand both those waves and have a high expectation that they can continue the level and the tempo we want to play. So I probably um, felt that I could even gone a little deeper in that six, but it's really going to be important as we move on, especially in women's soccer, that we have that opportunity to play Thursday, Sunday, and the depth of the intensity of those loads that our team has to perform in. So it's really important that we have a strong first wave and second wave. And I was pleased. I thought some kids really stepped up, and then it also allowed me to see where I have to be better as a coach and get them quickly developed.
And then, not necessarily in terms of the result, but the pace of play that you mentioned. Happy with that? Does that need to bump up, change any?
Well, we didn't score, but we created a lot of chances. I thought we played with a very high tempo. There was times when we needed to play with a high tempo, and then we needed to slow things down. And I thought the girls really showed everybody that they could control a majority of the game. Obviously, a team like Virginia, they were definitely pushing. They didn't break us, but we definitely bent in their tempo. Unfortunately, uh, we didn't get the result, but as a coach, we have to be able to finish and we have to get shutouts. So on both ends, I was able to see where we needed to be better. But I thought the speed of the game, there were just moments where we needed to be better. But I thought overall, we did some good things.
Ryan, you can go ahead.
So, Coach, looking at Akron's schedule, no goals allowed through 2 matches for them. Now, obviously, they probably haven't maybe played the caliber of opponent that you all will present for them. So, what's the recipe then to breaking through against the Zips, and what's the scouting report on them, maybe?
I have to be very honest with you. I'm not as educated as my staff. I should get them in and talk and have them talk, but we just really need to focus on what we do right now. And as we all know, we looked at that net, and we just need to be a little bit more precise in that final phase. But also, we know set pieces will also be an area that we have to get better. So, that final phase of finishing, entry balls, that type of stuff, we got to get better. And then, I could call Lisa Stoya in here and she could fill in the blanks.
Greg, you can go ahead.
All right. Yeah, Nikki, because of the way the schedule sets up next month, is there any extra emphasis on this game this week? And really you kind of mentioned it last week when talking about the importance of these home non-conference matches, but because you're not going to be at home often in September, does that add to the importance of this upcoming match?
Absolutely. We obviously want to and believe that being at home is an advantage, and we want, obviously, Mountaineer Nation came out for us last week. The crowd was great. We just didn't capitalize on that. So yeah, it is going to be very important that we have the ability to get results at home.
Quinn, you can go ahead.
So obviously Taylor went out with an injury, but how do you get her and Ajane more opportunities, to get shots or shots on goal?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's very important that they have to find the ball too. I think that we'll move the ball, but they also have to be in the right spots, but also demand it. And we did a little bit of work this past week on that, and making sure that in our build they're in the right channels and the right areas to demand the ball a little bit more. So absolutely, that was something that I wanted to make sure I was very clear on when we were training this week.
Any other questions for Coach this morning? All right, sounds good. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good week. We'll see you Thursday.